Namaste, everyone, and Hari Om, and I do hope that the second session's continuity series of concentration, improving focus is also now beginning to take a little hold on one's methodologies. The principle, I hope, has become clear by now, which is that though concentration is a general term, and it can also, thank you, it can also be achieved by some worldly thought based exercises. Like, for example, how we tell children when you're studying, concentrate on your study, etc. There can be few exercises that can be done, like look at a flame and whatever you are observing around you, just keep focusing on any one item. Like, say, I have a glass in front of me, I have the flower pot, I have anything that is associated with world, within the aspect of name and form, associated for the senses alone. Though we can use them as exercises and we still will get some improvement in concentration, or ekagrata is what we are talking about. It is very unique in the Vedic system of guiding human life towards its maximal potential and live a life on that. Introduction of deities is for that reason also. With the help of deities, when ekagrata is practiced, it is not that you believe there is a God who's going to help you. That's besides the point. There will be a realm of unknowingness, ambiguity about whether the gods exist or not. That's not the topic. The topic is whether there is something available in creation which can bring about a result for me, for this antakaranam, which is holding the seat of my entire worldview, myself. Ultimately, if I have to resort to Vedantic view, and the Vedantic view is the entire realm of samsara is held here in Antakaranam. And because of that, it is always dissipated, it is always not expressed as has been even provided in creation, in by nature. So when you take the help of ekagrata, with the help of deities, devatas as we call them, of the respective elements, it helps in a different way other than just building concentration and focus. It helps actually in loosening the samsara hold force within the antakaranam. There is something else that you are able to now introduce to your antakaranam. Again, I'm repeating myself. It is not the point to say whether they exist or not. Those things come much later in one's understanding. Even without that, the fact that you can introduce this to yourself and then focus on that, the benefit of ekagrata is then that it loosens the sansar, which will not happen when concentration is done with the realms of anything that is there in the world, as I just said. So this becomes a very unique way. I have no other word Vedic system is a unique system. It is the only system in the world which helps one get whatever one wants in the world along with absolute freedom. So the whole knowledge equips one right from the initial stages up to the last point of freeing oneself. So with this, we have started the process of Surya Bhagwan, invoking Surya Bhagwan, Surya Devata, and I hope everyone's seen it. I maybe should have next time. And even if you don't have the visual perception of Surya Bhagwan, it forms only with constant seeing. So one may have to look at it a few times over a couple of days before the impression starts coming to oneself, like we had for Vayu Devata. It becomes more and more easier with more and more practice and sessions. So same thing will happen with Surya Devata, because we may have worshipped Surya as Surya orb, but never visualized it as a Devata normally, from our educative system and from our backgrounds, etc. So even if it doesn't come straight away, that's okay. With practice and just looking at it a few times is good enough. There are various variations that are there. You can pick up any variation. It should just have 7 horses because it is representing the Vibgyor, the light, and rest of it is all symbolism. So from one standpoint or another standpoint, from one Puran or another, there may be a little variation in the representation, artistic representation of it. So with this, even if you can't remember fully in details the Surya Devata, solar orb is enough to hold in oneself, which we all know of. And the ideal thing is that it is in the solar orb. If you can remember the Devata, it is in the solar orb that you represent the Devata with the chariots as if it's coming out, like light comes out from the sun. Well, it spreads everywhere. So the chariots are in all directions, and the holder is there, and Surya Devata is sitting at the back. So with this, take a comfortable position. And one more thing before. This is one thing, one practice in life introduced to yourself. I don't know how to put this clearly, but this is that thing which can only have more and more added advantage, which will have more and more benefits. There is just absolutely no negative aspect of it, no counterproductivity of it, no loss of it. That means every effort put in for this kind of dhyanam with the help of Vedic view, every day, even if you feel there is nothing that session didn't go very well for you, absolutely no worries. It has gone well for you. You may not have fully appreciated it at that point, but it is just a compounding effect. So, absolutely in a relaxed state of mind, be very convinced about this fact that this is one thing which can only go on giving you like a compound interest. There is nothing that can go negative in it. There is nothing that can be loss of it. You cannot forget it. You cannot undo it. So a session done means it has been done. There is no negative result of it. There is no undoing of it. That's the way we are viewing these sessions of meditation. So close your eyes, take a comfortable position. And as you have all noticed, that first 2-3 days, I am just making it a very general thing. And then we slowly introduce the mudra and we increase the chant. Or there are a lot of other, like the 16-step puja mentally done. we do this over a period of time. So, initially, whatever thoughts are there, leave them as they are. Begin the process of relaxation. You may also call it preparation for ekagrata. Your feet upwards, wriggle your toes, rub your soles, press them. Leave it. Shift the attention up to the ankles. Calf muscles, pound them. Knee joints, rub them. Right, left. Thighs, pound them. As you keep doing this process of relaxation, preparation, remember to your own self that you are engaging voluntarily, willfully, you want to. Harness as much as possible, sharpen it. This antakaranam. And this is a necessary aid for it. Just as eating and breathing and drinking is important for body, dhyan is important for antakaranam. With that recall, keep your attention moving upwards. One vertebra at a time. Rubbing the sides of your spine, your back. Applying a little pressure from the palms upwards. And down from the shoulder, tingle it with the fingers. Do this a couple of times, rubbing your back. without losing the touch mentally. You observe that as you are beginning to relax, let go of superficial realm of thoughts and engagements, your breathing has changed, is altering itself. Shift the gaze down your arms. Rub your palms together mentally. Watch your fingers. Watch the nails. Bring your attention to your face, relaxing all the muscles. Observe your posture once again mentally. Your legs, if you are sitting cross legged, Padmasana, Sukhasana. Your hands comfortably placed where you want them to be, how you want them. Your low back with a little curve inside, enough to hold stability, not forward, not backwards. Your shoulders braced back, just in a natural way. Your head and neck straight, as if looking forward into the eye of someone. Observe this posture of your own and shift your attention to your breath. Take a deep breath in from the nose and exhale from the mouth 5 times. Take your breath in, hold it for a count of 3, and then exhale from the nose itself. Do this 5 times. Inhale from the nose, hold it in to the count of 3, and exhale it from the nose. Repeat it 5 times. Just acknowledge for one moment the principle that governs this. We offer a namaskar to Vayu Devata. Bring to your mind Surya Devta, effulgent, vibrant, the very symbol of light, the brightness that the eyes can't even capture. Visualizing it in Surya orb, solar orb. That Surya orb is the physical body, as if gross, Sharira. Of this Devata who has a representation sitting in the back of a chariot, managed by the 7 horses. Just this much detail to begin with. Let the image be there. Any thoughts that come, let them be. The Surya Devta is a very important representation of the continuity of life. Without Surya Bhagwan, the planet will go cold instantly and life will get extinct. Surya Bhagwan is representing the total power with which Surya nourishes life. This is not an art. Visualize the Devata on his chariot and you sitting down, prostrating once again. Acknowledging that whatever light principle you hold within, which helps you see things physically and mentally, understand. This is the same principle which operates within. While I can visualize the Shakti outside in Surya Bhagwan, I appreciate to begin with that it is the same principle expressing here. Offer some jalam, water, like you would, as if washing the feet. Or you would when you do the worship of Surya Devata. Pouring it from a vessel. And I will chant our representation of its glory and its stuti. Om Adityaya Namaha. 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 May the buddhi be illumined. Seek blessings for mankind, acknowledging it is not possible without Purusharth. But we seek it nevertheless. May there be light in everyone's life. That there be peace around us and joy for everyone living all forms of life. May my buddhi always be illumined with the grace, anugraha, seeking Ashirvad. Allowing the chariot to withdraw in the orb again. Purified by Vayu Devta and illumined by Surya Devta. The day is offered to live as we want. Remember never to fight your thoughts. Let them be. And for those who have by now, known a state where thoughts are in the mild expression and there is peace that engulfs. Be one with that peace. That is the nature, your true nature. I will conclude by chanting Om. You may wriggle your toes and fingers and open your eyes when you want to. Thank you, everyone. Shubh Dinam. Thank you also, Neeru, and everyone, for allowing this to manifest sometimes. Without all of you, it's not possible. Thank you, equally. Shubh Dinam. Good Leela ji. With practice, it'll come. Whatever one can practice, just keep practicing. Yes, thoughts are all right. It takes a little time, and actually, it just comes with time and a lot of understanding as it keeps establishing itself. Great. Happy to know. And this will have a huge effect later on when whoever is ready for Nididhyasan. When you want to anchor in the Advaita vision, this helps a lot. So, and there is no hurry. It's okay, though we are doing it in a kind of a capsule, we don't have to, but we are still doing it. It'll be there for you to keep practicing forever. Whatever one can, because in a guided way, it is much more easier. We have all seen that. Doing independently is probably still not as easy, but with practice, slowly that's what we must move towards. Thank you, everyone. Live a blessed day. Hari Om.